Thank you for this time of fellowship, Lord. Thank you for the live cast. Thank you for all the people that were involved and all the time and energy they put into it. Lord, I just ask that you would bless them and just help things to become clear for them, Lord, of what needs to be done. And Lord, I just ask that it be smooth and easy for them and they would enjoy it and they would enjoy learning new stuff, Father God. And Lord, just thank you for being with us and thank you for your love, Lord. In Jesus' name, amen.
Yeah, amen.
Okay.
I know. I was reading this week about how when we do something wrong, we might recover from it, but then, you know, our influence might go out there to other people and they may not recover from it.
Yeah.
And I'm afraid I might have started that today. I feel bad about that. I just want to apologize to start with.
That's your rep for you?
No, it's fine. You guys like my visor? Oh, wow, it's exciting. Well, you know, it's funny that you would say that, Deborah, because it makes me think of one of the teachings that, you know, teaches us how to recover in 8 seconds, your thoughts or something. I'm not sure exactly the title of what he called it. Does anybody remember what it's called? It's like where you can bounce back within 3 seconds or 5 seconds, 80 seconds.
90 seconds.
90
yeah.
seconds. Man, that would be a great tool for leadership. People that want to learn leadership skills, that's a really good one to deal with. And it's good for people in general, how to not be affected by something that's happening that second. And you're not going to have to share this real quick because I love the teaching because it reminds me of Jesus when they came to him and said, Lazarus is dead and blah, blah, blah. He didn't react. He didn't react. Now that's something to react about. Somebody dying, you react. I'm sorry, but you do. So you get a bad call, you're going to react. He didn't react. He didn't just, you know. So I thought, wow. So Jesus is teaching the model, and that's one of the things that, you know, he's teaching about leadership is using the Bible to guide us through leadership. And I thought, wow, Jesus was our example in that area too. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Systems for evaluating Livecast overview. And Deborah, you want to read the first one, please?
What worked well this past Livecast?
So I want to say what worked really well was Diana, you've been really stepping up to the plate for this month. It was great to be able to go through the process together. You can learn the ropes and you're learning how to navigate, and there's a lot of growth and progress, and I hope for the future, and I'm excited. I'm glad we get to work together, and Kamran put together this overview that we have. Like, that is really cool. I never really even had a checklist like that. I just kind of floating in my mind around a bunch of other stuff. But I'm like, wow, overview system. That's probably the first one we've ever created, and I was just like,
what is it?
This is going to change my life as I know it in terms of managing people and handling projects. You know the thing that we read this morning? It has a complete overview of every step of the Livecast from beginning to end every month.
Okay.
In a checklist format. You could just mark it off. That was cool. Learned that from Systemology course, and I was like, that would be really good for a project manager. Lord, please help me find a project manager. Praying for 4 months, but that was good. So that was encouraging.
That's good. On weather went well, I think.
The Livecast?
The Livecast, yeah.
Livecast. Mm-hmm. There's another thing that went really well is a thing that Deborah's working on too. Oh, never mind. That's for something different. That's for the other meeting. Okay, so on the Livecast evaluation, I really like that. I saw Kathy was reaching out to people. That was really good, and she got them to commit.
Yes.
I don't know how many people actually showed up, but
I think we had a greater attendance now than any other Livecast that we've ever had.
Oh, awesome. So getting them to commit and one thing that's working well too is the reminders that she's sending out. That changes everything. That keeps us all on the same page.
And not only the reminders that she sent out, she had the leaders commit to lead their leaders. And I've been in the groups where they're talking to people and they're consistent. They're following up with their individuals. They're being small group leaders, leading the individuals, and they're encouraging them. They're problem solving. They're helping them to find solutions to show up. I'm like, that is cool. Kathy's really doing a good job with that.
I just thank the Lord. And I don't want to forget Theodora, because her doing her job,
Yeah.
ministering here with
Right.
everybody's
It's
need.
powerful.
It's freeing everybody up
Yeah.
to do the things that the other part. So it's like everybody plays a part. All of us are
Yes.
part of the body of Christ, and it's so neat to see everybody in their own gift
Yeah.
working. It's like, wow, this is amazing. So I'm excited about that. And then the other thing, I just want to tell Conrad a special thanks. I'm telling you, he's just doing things that are making even my life easier. He's even sent me little notes. Oh, yeah, all you have to do is this. And I'm like, oh, okay. So, and Enoch, thank you for all your support and all of your guys. It's just, we're just turning in. Thank you for allowing me to be part of this team. I love
We're
this
so
team.
glad you're part of
It's
it.
so exciting. It's an exciting time.
We're blessed.
Tina, what went well with your team this month during the Livecast?
What went really well is
Can we turn it
I
up?
really enjoyed Leah's participation in the slides, and also Leah and Brunilda working together on creating the Fulver slides. They did a really good job with all of them.
While she was asleep.
and- yeah, while I was sleeping. It was a real blessing. Although we didn't have Rebecca's help, I know Rebecca would have loved to help. I sent her a message.
Thank you.
And she said she wanted to join, so yeah, I hope she joined as well.
She said she wasn't able to
and I
this
just
time,
really
but
like-
next time she will.
Yeah, she said she was able to. I helped her navigate or.
Thank
Now?
you.
Are you talking about Renelle or Rebecca?
Renelle.
Okay, Renelle. Okay.
I thought she was talking about Rebecca too.
See, Rebecca said she couldn't today, but join. But Renelle did. Thank you, Tina, for helping out Renelle.
Yeah, Rebecca wanted to join. She said she might be able to. I'm not exactly sure if she did though. And Leah is really like taking initiative, or like she's working on slides even while I'm not working on slides. So
She's a leader.
That's a real blessing.
She's a leader.
Discord went good this month.
How?
Just people coming together, working together.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was cool because sometimes we'd be talking about something and there's like a little group on Discord that you know that they're working on creating framework photos for Instagram or on slides or something. And like Susie's like, there's people, all of us like to work, we work better together. And people are starting, like what we've been praying for, they're starting to be like, okay, I want to work, but I want to work alone. So then they're finding people in the ministry and be like, hey, you want to work on this together? And they're like, yeah, let's hop on Discord. And it's actually happening. 3 months ago, it seemed like this was like a very new thing. And it's like, oh no,
Resist.
I don't know if I want to be Discord. It's a new program. What's up with Zoom? But now people are like doing it, they're using it, and they're receiving the blessing and fellowship.
It's almost become part of, you can't hardly even work without it. It's
That's right.
like, dude, like, can we just jump on it real quick?
Right.
You know, so you can share your screen. Just makes it
Yes,
so much easier
it's
from
so
home
nice.
or to be together. And each person sees from a different angle. If you're on the same project,
Yeah.
we all bring something to that one project that might be an easier part
Yeah.
of that project. So that's the good part. So we can all use our gifts inside those departments.
I really want to encourage people not to work alone in the things that they do, to go 2 by 2 at least in like all the different things that we do, because fellowship is like one of the blessings of ministry. And if you are working as a silo and you got questions, you don't know where to go or what to do, then it's like, it just so much works better when we work together.
Like kind of the 4 generation.
Yes, it's like the
Everybody
4
should be
generations.
thinking, on the top of my generation, how many can I, are my
Yes,
4?
that's right.
Each person, if they say my 4, my 4, my 4, will move along a lot faster. We'll all
Absolutely.
find those 4 people on their own. So well, that's awesome. So that's a lot of good teaching this month. Really good teaching this month on leadership. Was amazing this
Yes, it
month.
was.
Wow. I think there's a lot of us that really want more of that. We want to study more. I think there's some really good stuff out there
Yeah.
that you're getting out to us. So
Praise
that's
God.
awesome.
Praise God.
Good products.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, Susie and I worked on, like while she was doing the summary, I was working on the slides, and we just popped on Discord together, and it went really well. I really enjoyed it.
Awesome. Fellowship.
Even doing different things just by fellowship, and that's awesome.
And that needs to be our focal point. I don't know if that's going to be done on the what to improve or whatever, but that that key is not just community, but fellowship. That's going to be really changing everything for all of us, because that needs to be the answer to a lot of people that want to come on board.
Yeah.
Is now they have fellowship,
Yeah.
and how we fellowship them is grafting them into the Discord, so we can actually be together as we're growing. And you can do your Bible studies on there, your group ones.
Yep, all of your
All
Bible
of them?
studies.
Okay. That makes a difference right there.
Yes.
And that's what people are looking for.
You can
in a
have
lonely world.
multiple group Bible studies or small groups going on at the same time in different audio channels, and they don't interfere or crash each other.
Isn't that nice?
It's awesome.
Do we have a way to title each one of those Bible studies so that people that want to jump on Discord on the Army of Youth, they can say, oh, they're teaching about such and such. Oh, I want to jump into that classroom or that small group. I want to hear what they have to say. Is that possible?
All the small groups are the same topics at the same month.
Gotcha.
But they're called audio channels in the Discord, and those have different titles, so you can tell what the conversation is going to be about on there.
Okay. Oh, okay, good. But if it's that one, I mean, if it's the small group and it's all going to be the same
then it's
title.
all going to be the same for the week.
Gotcha. Okay. No matter who's on there.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else? Anybody on
Discord?
Yeah, Discord right now? No.
It's just Tina.
Oh, it's just Tina. Okay.
Another
thank
thing
you.
that it seems like as though we're not going to be prepared right then when we need to be, and we had everything ready to go. We weren't on time, but we had everything ready to go.
I want to ask too, because I need to know the artificial deadline that we set that we consider really the deadline for like Monday, was that taxing to anybody? Does anybody feel like it worked for them? It's like I know it puts more stress on it because I'd be done 2 days earlier, but do you think that's a good idea? We should continue working towards that to be done like 2 days ahead of time, so if there's someone that falls through the crack, we can catch it, so we're not without it the day of the live cast. Is everybody good with that? Is it working for everybody?
I think it is, but were we there on Monday?
We weren't 100%, but we had people really pushed to really get on top of stuff, because I know we were making phone calls and we were texting people saying, hey, where are we at? And a couple of them was like, oh yeah, I had who was it? I had one lady, somebody, I can't remember, I'm so sorry. One person they said, oh, thank you for reminding me. So I did have one person saying thank you for reminding me. I know everybody knows what they're supposed to do, but everybody's okay with working with this deadline?
I don't think everybody knows what they're supposed to do.
Oh, they don't?
Yeah, I don't either, because
Especially her.
especially me,
Yeah.
because this morning when we were working all together, it seemed like there was...
You know what you do really good at, Deborah? I've been watching you, and when everybody comes in here, I took notes, and I thought, okay, this is something we need to implement. I thought if you could do that, that would be a blessing, because you're really good at it, is you're good at helping people get logged on to stuff. Like, I like to remind everybody to log on. All of us should log on to the Directions from God
membership area.
Yes, and we all should put in one question. It wouldn't hurt for everybody
That'd
to
be
do that
great.
in the morning, whatever time, but just
Yeah.
say, just to remind them when they first come in, it's like, hey, don't forget to log on to that right now, and their Notion or whatever, and tell them how to get there. Kind of remind everybody where to go. That's good, because we're going to have a lot of new people.
Yeah, and it's good to make a comment in the comments area.
Yeah, and that's what we want to do, is encourage everybody in the room to do that, just one comment. But my problem is, I can't, for some reason, I posted 2 and I can't, and last time when I was with you, I couldn't, it didn't take it. It only took one of them, and then it didn't take any more.
I've seen more than one of your
Oh,
comments.
did you? Oh, so they don't get posted necessarily.
I do.
Do they? Okay, then I don't know where to find that. Okay, see, navigation thing.
But maybe that's something Mom can help you with.
Yeah, so,
Oh.
go ahead.
Thank you. I wasn't very distracted this month, and I wasn't like last month or the month before either, but got a lot better at that too. I like walking around talking to everybody during the live cast. It was good.
So,
I was a little distracted, but I don't
there was a
know if
little
it was
distraction to do.
necessarily something that could have been fixed.
Enoch,
I prayed.
I have this desire really badly, and I'm scared it's going to bother you, but I just have this desire because I'm lighthearted, right? I just want to put a little face hanging every week of a person and then smiling at you and saying, wow, because I just love it. When I see you look at the camera, I'm thinking, it has to be hard to sit there and talk into the camera and look at the camera and talk to that camera and know it's your best friend. It's really...
If you want to, I mean, it
Would it distract you? It would. I know you're...
I don't know. We could try it out for daylight videos, see what it does for that. I figure I'm always willing to try something.
Well, you know what
at least
happens when
once.
you have a team? You have some pranksters in the group sometimes, as long as it doesn't affect, recording.
I mean, the daylight videos we can afford to like practice a little bit and test out new things, just not for the live cast.
Okay, not for live cast, but daily live. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Well, I know Tina wants to not be here all day, so let's just jump right in here and get this finished. What needs improvement? Anybody? Somebody was struggling. What were you struggling with?
When we get something done, please, when you finish something you know you need to do, please let Diana know on Messenger that you finished it. That's something that we can improve on. A lot of times people don't tell me when they finish things, and I have to hunt them down each month. And then after doing that, people start getting into the habit of letting me know when they're doing things, and that is very good. I'd say like half of the people kind of let me know when they finish a step, which is really important. And I would encourage you to direct those to Diana. Let her know when you make progress or what you got done by the end of the day, especially like the last week of the live cast. If you're able to report to Diana like on Messenger, just let her know you got stuck or if you finished, it would be really helpful. And then I don't have like 10 people reaching out to me, tell me what they did, then I could talk to Diana and see more of what needs to be done. And if there's something that really involves me to try to fix, then I could get involved. But I believe that Diana could handle a lot of the simple inquiries of people. I think that would be a good
Getting
improvement.
there. Slowly, but we're getting there, yes.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it. I don't know how good I'm doing, but I'm enjoying it.
No, it was good. You're doing better than I would have just by myself. So
I'm enjoying it. And I enjoyed it the one
it's good. And I don't enjoy hunting people down and asking how they're doing with deadlines. So it's good that you enjoy it. That's really good.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to say, Sister Diana, you did a really good job setting up the reminders all the time, and
Yes.
it just keeps us in check and like, okay, like the progress.
Thank
I know
you.
it helps Susie as well.
Thank you. I couldn't do it without Kathy. Amazing. Thank you so much.
And Kathy couldn't do it
Kathy.
without.
That's right.
Yes. We're a team. We all work together. One doesn't do their job, nobody gets it done.
That's
We all
right.
do one thing and it all gets done.
That's
So
right.
we're all
Kathy done it.
We all do one thing and it all gets done. I like that.
Yeah, I love that.
I know I need to get better at working with deadlines. That's something I need to improve. But it's really great that that's a good strength that you have. That's something that everybody on the team have been craving for and wanting. So the deadlines are extremely helpful. And I'm glad that you constantly remind people what the deadlines are. Because my mind doesn't think in terms of dates. But it's something I want to improve on. But that is something that was better this month because you were involved.
I'll tell you what, me and Kathy were kind of working on a lot of those things together, like getting the messages out to the people, and man, I'm telling you, we did it,
You
Kathy.
made a difference.
So praise the Lord, we're working as a team. And Conrad, he played a big role in that too. He doesn't realize it, but he did.
Absolutely.
He's helped me so much. Okay, he's answered a lot of questions when I go, Conrad. So thank you, Conrad.
Thanks, Coleman, brother. That's good.
Help me to figure out how to communicate. Okay, and then any.
Oh, another thing we need to improve? We want to have a goal to have like all of our team involved in the live cast in some way or another to find ways that they could participate in this. Because when we first started it, it was interesting. It was really interesting because it almost seemed like we had two things that we were operating, which is really challenging. We had the drip system with like the content management and repurposing and stuff. And that's where most of the virtual volunteers and team were working with. And we had the Direction from God program. It almost like felt like it was two different ministries, which they're not, but it was hard to see the connection. And especially with people that weren't here physically, it's hard for them to remember how it all fits, and because the communication bottleneck that we were having. But more and more people are beginning to realize that the way that the Army of Youth is helping to help people to find their purpose in life and to dedicate their talents to Christ's service is through the training of the Direction God program. And through the training, the courses, the programs that we're putting together, the events that we're going to have in person, the small groups, like this value ladder is our contribution to the world to help them with this. And then the opportunities to get involved in ministry and mentoring through our volunteer mentorship program, we will work with them more with our time as they're helping us with working with like the courses and creation of this stuff too. So as people are getting that vision, more people are like, oh, they see where at one time that we were struggling to have our volunteers show up to like the Livecast, where it's like they're getting their tuition waived so that they can participate, but they're not even showing up. But now they're starting to see, because they're involved in the process, they're way more inclined to show up and want to be a part of that. And that is really cool.
We can have Deborah put on their session getting ready to close for this week. And they'll make them jump right on there. Oh, it's going to close this week, that session, that part. Oh my goodness, so we only have small access to that. So,
Yeah.
But anyway, was there something else?
That's good.
Cameron, how was things working for you on this one? Did it flow good? What do you think? Do you see anything? You did an amazing job, but that's beside the point. Was he typing? Oh, the video's still
The video is still
okay.
grainy.
Yeah, okay. So that's something we need to work on?
God, fix
So
the green.
how can we, I mean, who do we need to talk to, or what do we need to do for that?
Do we need to buy a $400 lens? Daniel?
Yeah, that's Daniel.
Oh, Daniel's our master guy?
And Daniel's going to leave in about 6 days.
Ooh, so we need to put can we highlight that in red? So we can come back and ask Daniel?
Another thing.
Oh, there's Daniel right here. Daniel,
Just-
what do we need to do about this grainy video?
Grainy video.
Grainy.
Was it grainy today?
That's what he said. Carmen did.
Do we need to buy something?
Do we need to buy a $400 lens?
No, it's because you guys keep moving the lights around. We have to put them in a place where they don't get moved.
What day can you do that? Set it up and put X's on the floor so that the lights always go in the same spot.
Tomorrow?
Okay,
I'll
awesome.
do it tomorrow.
Perfect.
The
So
lights make it grainy?
it can.
Yeah, we have to put them in the right spot.
Stuck in the darkness.
Do we need more lights or different
No,
lights?
we're good with these. We just need to position well.
Yeah.
Really?
Okay, if you'll mark them, so you'll have to be with him because you have to stand so he can get you.
Yeah, we need your help to mark this and take pictures of how the lights are standing.
He's gonna put
and
X's.
probably pictures of the dials too, so we know.
But we also need to do the intro and outro videos tomorrow.
Yeah, we got okay.
Can you do that at the same time?
Intro.
Start
Same
with the
time.
lighting first and then move on to that? Perfect. Do we have that written down?
Tomorrow is when?
Tomorrow
Is there
is
anything else
Okay.
that we should improve on?
No, I fixed the camera settings. They're good.
Thank you, Daniel. Thank you. Wonderful.
We
Wow.
need to improve on repurposing the Livecast.
Okay.
There's some things in my mind about repurposing that I believe that we can involve more people. And one thing I want to do differently moving forward from here is, before what we did is we were repurposing things. People were quoting content, timestamping, getting meme videos, and getting quote cards and just different things based on the videos and transcriptions. But they're wondering, like, where do I start? What do I prioritize? Where do I go first? And I realized probably the best way to go is to take our live cast, where we put the most time, energy, and effort into it, and repurpose that, just like tear it to shreds into micro content, so that people can get blessed in micro pieces, because this is what we all really have a burden to get out and to help people, and everyone on the team is having more involvement with. So while I'm still going to be doing daily life videos to help and practice test frameworks, test hooks, and spread more awareness, our highest priority for repurposing is going to be the live cast in the various ways to repurpose content.
Well, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Do you have a time the length of time that the live cast is supposed to take place, the actual recording part? How long are you going to be on?
An hour and a half.
It is a full hour and a half?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
So it's an hour training and a half an hour Q&A.
Okay. Do you have a clip in there where there's humor, like an actual humor part where it breaks the length of the speaking? You know what I'm talking about? Where you can have, the personal life, to hit those points of interaction, you know what I'm talking about? Where you have where you pull them into your life, and then you also give them something funny. Kind of, are we doing that? 'Cause I'm kind of doing those.
Well, we can definitely improve it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if it needs improvement. I was just curious because I was thinking, are we hitting those? Because those are kind of important to hit, because that long period of time, your mind has a tendency to wander and you get sleepy. But if you have all those, they're breaking it up. It's like you're telling your personal life and you're telling someone funny, and then it just kind of makes it not seem as long.
Yeah.
Because an hour and a half is a long time. But I don't know if we're
But
doing
it's also just once a month.
once a month, right?
So it's like an hour and a half. Really isn't that long for a month. But there's a lot of group coaching that people pay for, and it's 2 hours or 3 hours.
Well, and it's a training, right? Is it training at all? It's not training. It's sharing, right?
It's I don't understand your
Training
definition
is
of
like
this.
where you're showing them step by step. Okay, you need to do this first. A.
Yeah, we're giving
B,
them step by
C.
step.
That's perfect. That's what you do.
And part of the vision with this is we're using this for a month's worth of content. So our theme for the month is going to be the Livecast.
Okay.
So we're taking the micro content. It's like the master show that we're breaking it down into smaller pieces and giving out to others, so that in delivering it, it's going to be different format than what majority of people are going to consider.
When is your next one that you do? I mean, you're getting ready to do
A month from today. So it's
No, I mean the next Livecast, but when you're going to
The
do
rehearsal?
The rehearsal. The first
7 days from today.
7 days from today. Okay. Can I be there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It's at the church or in
It's
prayer
7
meeting.
Oh,
o'clock.
that's it?
It is at
So that's
7,
your rehearsal. Okay.
7 p.m. next Wednesday evening. It's scheduled with
Okay.
Pastor.
I would like to
Cool.
take,
Thank you,
I'd
Sister
like to
Kathy.
take notes kind of too and do highlights too.
That
I would
sounds
like
good.
to do that.
Yeah, that'd be great. You love to have your feedback, how we could improve the finished give feedback on the rehearsal.
Okay.
That'd be really good. I know you like doing that stuff, so
I like
that's,
that.
I definitely want to improve, and I'd love to talk to you about that.
Okay, let's just get through here, and I'm gonna go ahead and move on to great.
I want to add something. Last month you had like your sideburns, they kind of like face that way, and they weren't neat. And then this month you need a shave.
Yeah, I lost my
And
razor.
I don't think about things like that before you
I
get
thought about
on.
it yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, I hate to say it, but whenever you're doing anything with television, we actually have people that actually come in and do your hair for you and your makeup, and not that you're wearing makeup,
Right.
but you know what I'm saying? They
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
trim you.
And they keep track, and they make sure
track
everything's on
that
point.
you look a certain
Yeah.
look when you go on it. We
I think
can
that should
talk
be
to
part of-
Lacey.
That would be good. That could be part of the checklist too,
Let's do that.
where like we check my hair, my clothes, my face, my
Could we
head.
put that on there?
Yeah, we could put it
Okay.
as part of the. Well, we just got to create a checkbox in this note
Okay,
to
checkbox.
to update the system that we have in there in the day of the Livecast for checking hair, clothes. We can have a checklist of things that we go through, because people who do that, they have a system. They have a step by step that they go through.
They do.
And you're absolutely right.
It's important.
It is, and Kathy has helped several times. She's like, comb this or do that. I'm like, oh, great, thank you. Because,
Well, if we could get Lacey here to do it, you don't have to do it the same day. She can do the day before, because what she does is she makes sure your cut is exactly what it's supposed to be. Or she'll make you grow your hair out to a certain length for a certain look, because she looks at your face and she decides what you're supposed to look like.
yeah, that would be helpful.
Okay, I'll talk to her, because I think that she probably has that skill.
Always wanted some feedback on that.
Awesome.
And then I need to know where to send the quotes for the live cast that I like.
Talk to Tina, because she's in charge of the quoting content.
Okay, and then
Ask her what you want to do with that.
I think it would be a good idea to announce on the.
Did you write? Are you writing down what she's saying, brother?
I think something that would be good to do is to announce on the, when they sign up on the webinar thing, that whichever month.
Sorry,
gonna be
it's hard to
taught.
pay attention because we didn't take note of the last thing that you were saying.
What was I saying?
You were asking about the
Couldn't hear it
quotes.
myself.
Oh, the quotes, yeah.
Quotes. What about the quotes?
I'm supposed to check with Tina where to send the quotes out.
Check with Tina where to send the quotes? Okay.
Okay, what were you saying, Mom?
Announce which month is going to drop off, which
Announce that in the live cast?
live cast is going to. No, not in the live cast.
No.
On the page.
We announce that in the email as they get sent out.
Oh, every email.
Every email.
Oh, that's good. Oh, okay. Then we wouldn't need to do
I
that.
don't know why I'm not seeing what Colin's typing.
But maybe-
It's at the very bottom. I can see it.
Maybe for the people who haven't signed up yet, if they realize that they'll be losing out if
Oh,
they don't sign up.
Awesome. Thank you, Carmen.
We send that in the emails.
So cool.
Okay.
And also, I know it is cool. Carmen sends out that email that he does every month, and someone named Sherry joined.
Good.
Praise
I don't know who that is, but I look forward
That's
to meeting
good
them.
that happened.
That means that like the system that's all automated, like they went through the funnel, had the conversation,
It'll work.
understood the concept and the vision, and made the decision based on whatever they saw that wasn't actively involving like us. It was like it worked. The funnel is working.
Praise God.
Now we just need more traffic to go into the funnel.
Traffic. Your mom, I think, can generate in traffic. That's what I think I really think that that's probably one of her strongest points. I really do. I think that if she might have to learn some more stuff to go with it, but
Thank you, Diana.
No, I really think that's really what you really do. And I think you can do it. But my whole thing is, we were talking about getting 20 people. Do you think this by the end of July we can get 20 people to that traffic? And can you kind of put together a team to help if you need to? But I'd like to see that, 20 people.
I'd like to see that too.
Okay, so be thinking who you can reach out to help you, and why don't we start doing that? Is that okay? Because you're good at navigating, and you have ideas of marketing all the time. So we just need to choose one of them that everybody can work on. That you think everybody can work on it from where they're at. We can jump on Discord, and we can all work together on what you see. Because I think they'll work. I think that you've done a lot of homework. I think you have a lot of information. So you just need to implement it and get it going. 20.
I think 20
Sure.
is doable. Okay. And then I was thinking at 9 o'clock today, because we started setting up the set and everything at 10 usually, but at 9 o'clock we could all just sit here and send out invitations. Maybe.
I think a lot of people have deadlines they're working on. It'd be nice for everybody to be here at 9. We should be here not at the last hour. We should be here.
Everybody seemed to feel like they were okay where they're at, except for Enoch was downstairs.
Yeah.
Carmen was working, and I was working on stuff.
Well, the people who don't have something to work on, because there was people just sitting here.
Yeah.
Why
I
don't-
agree.
why don't
we
you
should
schedule-
consider what we could do for people that are
And
sitting.
that's nice to invite people.
Yeah. And Deborah, it would be nice too if maybe we could put it on there that at 9 o'clock. Because what do you do at 9 o'clock? You guys do something. What do you do?
That's our
That's what I was
pioneer
trying to figure
session.
out.
Even
I don't
on
know
live
what
class
to do.
day?
No, that's when we come together.
That's the one.
What do you recommend that we do, Kathy, for the people who who feel like they have anything to do?
Well, I have a suggestion, but I just want to make sure that there's not people
Here, Kathy.
going to be here at 9 o'clock for the pioneer session on the day of the live cast.
Basically, well,
On the
Yeah.
live cast day.
yeah.
Are you guys doing that?
No, it's not the same format that we do Monday through Thursday.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
But I mean, like,
It's not the same
Our
class.
What
pioneer
you're-
session is different than on the livecast day.
This
Okay,
is
so
what
you
we
did,
do,
so
but
I was
it's
just trying to ask, do you or do you not do the pioneer session on the day of the live cast? Okay, no, we do not. Okay, so then that 9 o'clock is available, that slot? Okay, so why don't everybody be encouraged to come in and put up their computers, get everything ready, and get on logged on where
That's
there's,
what we're supposed to
for
be
the,
doing.
not you, but people that are, oh, you guys already do that?
no.
That's what we're supposed to
That's
do.
what it's for, but people sit around thinking,
Oh,
what am I
well then why
supposed
don't
to
we
do?
just make that part of the, what do
It
you
is
call
a
it?
part of the checklist.
Oh, did I miss it on my checklist?
It's all boiled down all the way down to the fact that you're supposed to silence your phones. Everything is.
It is on there.
I asked
I saw that
people to
with the
look
last
at the
part.
checklist
Right.
and sit there.
And you know what? Matter of fact, I did read through that, and I did see that because Kathy was helping with that. Okay, because I got to it afterwards, after I was already, I was like, oh, there it is. I'm like, oh, there. So I missed it in my head. But it's okay. So I did see
And
the
everybody
sign.
has a different.
But does it
part
have
that
a
they
time?
play.
Did it say time at 9 o'clock?
No,
or
it
something?
doesn't say time.
Okay. I'm just talking about at 9 o'clock, they should have their computers set up. This way.
10 o'clock is when we all set up for things.
Okay.
When we start doing the set.
But why 10 o'clock? Because,
Sure, yeah.
like, is there a reason why we don't start at 9 or 9:30 or
Because
something?
it doesn't take over an hour
Well,
to
Does
do everything.
Does it really not take over an hour to do everything?
No.
Because we were
Well,
late.
Let me say something real quick.
Well, it depends on.
You're thinking too
Why
deep.
are we late?
You're thinking too deep. What I mean by, let me explain what I mean by putting it up. Like if everybody comes up here and has their computer set up where they're supposed to be and their seats set up where they're going to be, and they just log on and get those one things that we talked about logging on.
Everybody was that way.
I know.
When it started.
So then they can get up and they can all get up and go. And then when they come back at 10 o'clock, then they can they can get on it. But if it's already there, it's going to be easier for people to know that we're getting started, because if not, people will start thinking, oh, I gotta get started. Even though, you know what I'm talking about? It takes away that window of dragging for some people. Not everybody the same. So
I don't think she was logged in because she didn't realize that she had to be logged in.
no.
But
I think if it's already up, it'll give people that have a little bit of free time, they can do the questions right then and there, or they can just have it all ready to go
that's a great idea.
at 9 o'clock. And so if we put it on the list at 9 o'clock, so everybody set up their own computer, and then they can just set it up, do what they want to do, and then go, and then come back by 10 o'clock. Everybody meets back in here at 10 for work or whatever they have to do.
Well,
Finish
we
up.
work 10. Well, 10.
Well, that gives anybody that's sitting here get a chance to finish up their stuff. It actually
I
opens
kind of
the
feel
door.
like what happened too is people felt like they were finished and they walked away from the room. And then, you know, I'm not sure when they got back, but
Oh, so
I think that's kind of a scary situation.
so they already
too.
did that? So they already do that then? They already set up their computers and then they just leave for a while?
No, they look at a checklist and then they're like, they just
Okay,
kind of like
okay.
gloss over it. They're like, okay. And then they might do a couple of things that they remember off the top of their head, and then they'll think that they're done and they'll walk off. But there's still a bunch of things on the checklist they didn't do.
I noticed on the checklist, I saw Kathy going and doing the things that were on the list, and I was watching them. But I was thinking it didn't say Kathy on the side, but she did. She made sure that the lights were turned on, she made the windows, I watched her do all of them. I was like,
That's because we all have our allotted things that we're supposed to.
It says Kathy on the oh no,
I didn't see
it doesn't. Because you put all the day of the live cast on one.
Yeah, it's all
on
like,
one
it has,
thing.
and I was
Well,
thinking.
we might be able to separate
We
it
can.
into.
We can.
And you were saying that I was supposed to do something that I didn't do. What was that?
When did I say that?
Just a few minutes ago.
When?
I don't know.
Oh, that you
Just,
weren't clear on what your responsibilities
Yeah.
were. It was like the questions. You didn't know you were doing the questions.
No, she does the questions all the time.
So, Comrade, can you
All I
put
do
on
is
there
I
that we
fill
need
the-
to, on
I'm
that
talking about
list,
before.
checklist, that we need to name the person that's going to be taking care of
Before the
those
livecast.
things?
We were talking about the whole
For the
month.
day of live cast,
You
for
were saying
like the lighting,
oh,
that
am I
section,
supposed to
whatever
do
that
questions?
section
I didn't
is.
know I'm supposed to do questions.
I know I
Like
have to
Kathy
do
will be
questions.
taking care of
I
the
sent questions
lighting,
in a
the
few days
windows,
ago
all that
to-
stuff, and then
I know, but a few days before you sent it in, I reminded you.
Deborah will be making sure that everybody has their computers up and running, and that everybody's reminded to go ahead and log on to Directions from God, whatever you call it.
Until I told
I'm
you.
sorry.
And they need to be logged on to Notion. So Deborah's going to be in charge of all that in the morning, make sure everybody's up and running before 10 o'clock. So 9 o'clock is when my
You've been
suggestion
supposed
is,
to
but
get
it's up
those
to her.
questions out so
But
people
by
can
10 they
ask
will be
them
logged in.
on video.
And then let's see what else. I think that was good. Okay, I think that was it. Okay,
I didn't.
thank you.
I thought they
That's
could
new.
have asked you.
Nice job. Thank you, Conrad. Okay, let's
You
finish
can
this
ask
up
me
here.
questions, but we can give
What
them
tasks were not
questions.
completed?
We want them to ask.
I think all the tasks were completed. Does everybody agree with most of the tasks were completed? We do have one person
Well,
coming.
wait, we want to add something on there too.
Okay.
To improve.
We do have one new improvement coming, and that is a couple of new improvements that are coming. The tasks were not completed. There was two that on our list were not completed because we don't have anybody
The
to do them.
worksheet.
The worksheet, and then Jackie said that she's interested in that, which is awesome. And we had the other one. I think Susie may be interested, I believe. The other one. There was another one.
I'm trying to think of what it was.
Sorry.
What does Susie
Repurposing?
good at?
Repurposing, huh?
What does Susie good at?
Writing. She likes
Marketing.
writing and
It has something to do with
pictures.
writing. It has something
Writing
to do
and
with
pictures.
So,
She might be a copywriter.
yeah.
That'd be nice.
Whoa, that would be really
Show
cool.
her the sales one. Or the funnel scripts.
Was there any more, because we want to end here in like no more than 7 minutes. So, let's finish this up. What tasks were not completed? What didn't get completed? Do you know someone did not get completed that you're like, oh no, it didn't get completed?
I could look at the live cast.
Cameron, do you know of anything that did not get completed? For
Wait
the
a minute.
podcast?
That says Deborah's going to be in charge of making sure everyone is set up and logged into Notion.
Yeah, because that's your gift. You know how to make sure
That's
people
my gift?
Yeah, you know how to get people on how to navigate. That's awesome. Yeah, and to just
Oh.
double check, say, hey, everybody, make sure your things are on by
Oh.
such and such time.
Oh, I see, okay.
We'll check it out and see. And if you don't like it when you do it,
No,
then let
that's
me know.
okay. I don't mind doing that.
Yeah, awesome.
I wasn't
That
sure
would
what
be
that
awesome.
meant.
Yeah, thank you.
We should go look at it.
Because you're good at it, because you had to help her, and you helped me when I was sitting there in that chair. And there's going to be another person in that chair down the road. So if we know that you're always on it, you're already doing it anyway. But at least we know
Yeah,
who
I
to
don't
talk to.
mind doing that.
Okay, thank you, Cameron. I know you're being patient with us here. Awesome.
It was just the worksheets and the repurposing.
Okay. That was it. Well, at least we're working on it. We have people that are interested in some of those areas, so I think that that's going to be filled hopefully by the next one. So yay!
Yeah,
I believe it's happening.
I do
Okay.
too.
That's awesome. Awesome. Okay. Let's go ahead down to, I think we're on number 4, are we not? What test? We're not completed. No, we finished with that. So we didn't really have just those 2. Livecast evaluation. Let's move on to there.
Let's. That would definitely take longer than 7 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So that's
then-
okay. We don't necessarily have to cover that right now.
Okay, it's not something we need to. Is there any specific ones? Can we just eye contact, gesture, audience awareness, comfortable level ones? Okay, well, let's save that for the
Your eye contact was at 2 this time.
Was it 2? Okay. Vocal variety.
I thought I made more eye contact, more than ever before.
You did.
I was looking at the camera and it seemed like for.
So you looking at the slide a lot.
Oh, that's because you're on the wrong slide. And I was like, okay, the slide that I'm talking about is not up. So if we go to the next slide, can we
So-
go back a couple slides?
So you get to do a lot of work there on that one. You're not doing more work. Okay.
Right. I do.
Okay. And so gestures, how was his gestures?
All over the place.
So gestures, what, 4, 5?
Well, I noticed that his gestures,
Yes.
he's moving, and the picture's getting him up here, and he's moving, and so it's like shaking him, but you can't see his hands. What his hands are actually doing.
It's almost like he's too close to the camera. Maybe we should move back. Maybe we should move him back. We need to talk to Danielle about that because we do need to. He needs to have that expression where he has. I noticed the one guy when he speaks, he's sitting there and you can see his hands the whole time, not you, but on the screen because he's sitting. So if that's the case, we need to move you back so we can see more of your emotion.
There's different angles on the vMix, so
Oh,
on the switcher,
perfect.
you choose what
What
angle.
is,
Yeah,
okay.
so when I'm talking about something really emotional or something personal,
Okay.
you zoom in on the face, but if I'm describing something using hand gestures,
Okay.
you zoom out and then you can see
I liked,
things.
one thing I did like is your smile. You had some good smiling going on. I really liked that because that really engages me.
That's good.
When I
Good
see
to know.
somebody being excited, I get excited. I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't want to miss this.
Me too.
So yeah, so I thought that was really good. Audience awareness. I don't know. Did you? I think you did. Did you acknowledge people that were here? Did you? I don't know. Where we're at that.
If you hit down, it kind of describes
Oh,
it a little bit
sorry.
more. No, that's okay.
Right. It has a black little thing. Okay. Yeah, you addressed that.
Yeah, I think I addressed the people.
Yeah. Comfort level. What do you think there? If you're comfortable with audience.
Low.
I would say a 5. I think 50-50. I think parts of it you were, and other parts
This
it
is
was.
on a scale from 1 to 5.
Oh, it is a 1 to 5? Well, then I can't do 5. Well, then you're hot, buddy.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
right
yeah.
at a 5.
2 or 3.
I think I could use some improvement.
So what number?
I would say 3. Room for improvement. Speech content is well supported with biblical. That's my favorite sources. What do you say, Comrade? Well supported. Speech content is well supported with biblical or scientific sources. I can't answer that one because I didn't.
I thought it was good.
I didn't actually. I should have been. I should. Now I understand why
He's good at putting scriptures with what he's
Oh, I
talking
know he
about.
is. I know he is. That is his strength. That is.
Do you have any feedback, Kathy?
I think it was well supported. That's my feedback.
Like a number?
I think it was a 4.
I wonder if there's any way that we can have the people view from a different room, because so many different people doing different things is really
I noticed
distracting.
that. And you know what? I wanted to address that with you, but I didn't know if I wanted to talk to this meeting or the other, but I think that, remember I talked to you about one
I don't
time
mind
maybe even
doing that.
putting up something that would separate you from them? You know what I'm talking about? But I don't know that we all have to be here, do we?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah, we'll watch it upstairs.
That would make sense because the more in here, because I've noticed a difference with you when there's stuff, it takes your mind. I'm not kidding. Sometimes depending on how intense it is, it takes your mind. I can see your thinking, trying to pull yourself back to
Yeah.
the conversation. I see it all the time. And that is a problem. So we could do that. That's a good idea. That's,
And I know that Theodora kept sighing and groaning and like and coughing too.
and that makes you feel like you're failing. That's a
it's
major, like, I don't
really
know.
distracting.
Okay, so yeah, let's focus on that. Let's focus on getting this room just for the
discouraged.
actually recording thing and then just
Who would you want in the room?
Come on.
camera.
And that's it?
That's
Nobody
it.
else?
Anyone who
There
has
needs
to
to
do
be
the
one
audio
other person
video
like
stuff.
Daniel. He needs an assistant, so if there is a problem, then you can talk to one assistant to help him out. It's like Daniel or one assistant only, so that they can move a camera if he says that camera's moving or whatever. Somebody to move something. He needs somebody that knows how to do that kind of stuff. But he really nobody else should be in here. Sorry, did I sound like I'm taking charge? Sorry. But it's true. If he's working that thing, he needs an assistant because you can't stop.
That's why you're conducting the meeting, because you're
Okay.
managing the situation.
Okay, so yeah, we need to have everybody out of the room except for our assistant for Kamran, because Kamran needs to have somebody that he can say, or is looking at whatever. And he can tell us who's best to help him in that area.
Who's best to help you in that area, Conron?
Right now it's Daniel.
Well, we know that, but he's not.
Daniel's gone.
Okay.
What did you say? I didn't hear you.
I don't think that was the time for that.
Oh, you don't want to talk about it right now?
Okay, so let's work on getting the hair done, the whole studio finished up. That's part of the studio procedure. So we'll work on that one separately. Sounds good. Sounds great. I'm excited.
Sounds very good.
Okay, and then how would you rate your gestures? What do you think? I want you to rate it.
This
Do you feel
isn't
good about
for
it?
my
I know,
rating. This
I
is
know.
just for
I'm just curious your view.
feedback.
Do you feel like you're doing a good job?
Today I wasn't really. I wasn't sure what. I wasn't paying attention to my gestures.
Gotcha.
I had other things on my mind.
Conrad, would you rate it?
I would rate it.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a 3 because while you're expressive, it's just I don't know. One of the words that came to mind is like seasick because you're just going side to side a lot.
I think it was because he was distracted. I really do. I think the distraction, because I know he's probably looking at mine because I sent a message and it was the wrong message, and I thought I was going to the next line. Instead, it pushed enter and it goes over here, and I'm like, I heard it beep. I'm like, oh, it's probably looking to see if somebody's giving him a message or telling him that the camera shut off or something, because that's how we're supposed to communicate, is through Messenger to you. And I'm thinking, oh no. So there was a lot of little distractions that that we can get rid of.
Whose beep went off?
Mine did.
Theodora's video went off, and
Yeah.
right after you
Right.
just got done telling her, turn off your
There was
your
a lot.
computer, do
There
you
was
know
a
how
lot.
to turn it off? She's like, why do I need to turn off my computer? It doesn't make noise. And I'm thinking like, her computer is going to go off, and it did.
I knew I would too.
Yeah. But so those little things, that causes the performance to all be.
That's why it's good to be up there.
Yeah. So
It's
this
just
is good. So we're
That
just saying
takes all that
today,
out.
it's not a big deal. So vocal, what do you think about that one, Kamran? Use tone, speed, and volume as tools. I think you did good on that one. I would give him a 3 to 4 on that one. To me, what do you think, Kamran? Use tones, speed. I noticed he slowed down when he needed to on a couple of areas. He speeded up when he needed to. Excitement, that was good. Volume on tools. You put me down there on there. What's that? I'll say 3 to 4 on that. Clarity got me involved quite a few times, so.
I especially want to know about the. You know what we should do? I especially want to know about these other questions, categories down below.
Okay, let's go to those. Okay. Here we go. Which one? Evaluate the livecast on the following categories? This
Yeah.
one right here? Okay, on scale 1 to 5. Insider feed. Let's go to this one. Everybody jump from there. There we go. Insider feed. Did the livecast share something new in our life or ministry that no one else has heard yet?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Was the feeling of the inner circle community reinforced?
Yes.
Yes, I agree. Was there a deeper desire encouraged to want to stay connected with the program longer?
Yes.
Okay, yes, okay. Engagement. Let's drop down to engagement.
Wait, we got to do 1 to 5.
Huh?
We got to do.
Oh, we have to do 1 to 5. Sorry. Here we go. Let's go back up. So 1 to 5. Did the Livecast share something new?
I think it deserves a 5. I think it was very engaging and it is drawing and
New in our life or ministry that no one else has heard yet. I agree. He's always teaching something. I say 4. So 5.
What do you think could be improved on that?
Improved on it?
To make it a 5, to bring it up.
Each time will be different as far as I can tell. I can't see that it ever always be the same or improvement because there's all information out there is either that's my own personal view, so it would be like I've never heard it before, or you may say, oh, I've heard it all my life. See what I'm saying? So it depends on who you're asking.
I think it has to do with like different information that the public doesn't receive,
Right.
but
That's what I
these
was-
people do.
But the public, that's what I was thinking, is the public. Is this something that they've heard before? I would think there's maybe a small percentage, that's why I said that they've heard of it, very, very small. That's what I said, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Anybody else? 1 to 5? Anybody want to give their comment? Okay, so I guess it's a 5. Was the feeling of an inner circle community reinforced? I think so. I really liked it today. That was really good.
When you want to
So
go
that's
to
a
the
4. Now we're on engagement.
Okay, you want to go to engagement? Okay.
Because those are all,
Because I
everything
already
under that toggle is all under the same number. It's
Okay.
all one number.
Oh, it's all one number. Okay.
Yeah, so it's like the sum
yes.
of all these questions.
Yes, the sum of all these questions. Thank you. Thank
Uh-huh.
you very much. Engagement. How engaged was the content? Is the audience directly addressed? Were they asked any question? Was there use of the stories or testimonies in the content? Was there use of stories or testimonies in the content? On the content, sorry.
Oh, no.
No, content.
This is content.
Was there a call to comment? Yes, he did. He asked twice that I remember specifically. Not that he didn't do it more. How engaged was the content? Engaged was the content. Comrade? You get to volunteer on this one. What do you think? Did I ask any questions? Or Deborah? Anybody? Did I ask any questions? But I thought he did good on that one. I would give it 4 to 5.
Yeah, I would too because he covered a lot of grounds and plus he left room for questions that he was able to answer too, which that engages the community right there.
Okay, so we do it to 1 to 5. Anybody? Can we get a number?
Say a 4.
4. 4 it is. Unless somebody disagrees.
What could be improved on that is I don't know. I think that if you said, hey, write in the comments how you
I heard him say that.
how you feel
I heard him
about,
say Oh, to address it.
or if
Read
you
the
agree
question.
with me, write in the comments, or engage them somehow to keep writing in the comments.
I thought he did that a couple times. The only thing he didn't do is just saying he needed to address a specific, lead the question. Lead the question.
Well, I'm just thinking that, if he says something powerful, he could say, if you agree with me, then you could write that in the comments, write something in the comments or something.
Like, everybody give me a thumbs up if you agree with this, like he did on that 360. Okay, I want everybody right now when I'm going to ask you a question, I
Yeah,
want everybody to
that'd be
respond. I want
great.
everybody to respond. Give me a thumbs up. And he told them exactly what to give them. Give me a thumbs up.
And that reminds people that other people are there.
Yeah, that's causing them to engage in the community. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
that's
very
something
good.
we can do. That's awesome.
Another thing, I would like to use more personal testimonies,
Okay.
but I'm still learning how to abbreviate them.
Yeah, it's
Um,
not easy.
Yeah, so I'm afraid that if I use more testimonies, then I might like drag it out longer and then it affect everything else. So I'm
Right.
trying to pray for that balance.
Yeah, that's a hard one. Yeah, you can do it. Yeah, that's not easy. Whew.
Oh, and you know, and that's another thing is like when I know you haven't came up with it, but sometimes I think it's good just to stop in the middle of what you're doing and say a prayer, just to continue.
And also, to be honest with you, we need to put it somewhere in there. The team needs to be praying for him, not just sitting there and
So we
trying to
put that
figure
on
out
I
what he's
do.
doing.
Like if things get unstable,
Yeah.
like the
Well,
internet
you're a
or
mom.
something.
That's normal. But people get busy. Like, did I get my work done? They're thinking about themselves. Most people are thinking about themselves. Did I get my job done? Did I do it well? I want to see what it looks like. People are thinking about that. That's just a standard. So when we're up there watching the video, we should all be encouraging. We should all be taking notes on how we're viewing that. We should be actually filling in this ourselves, and then we come together.
We should
all-
read this before.
Yeah.
That'd be good to read
But
this.
while
before
you're in there,
something.
we should have somebody directing on that end that we all work through these, read through the questions.
What if we print it out so that we have
Yes.
like a physical example that we could read and be aware
And
of
they
while
all
we're doing
fill it out.
Yeah, that'd be really
So when we come to this meeting, we all will
That'd
be
be fast.
based on our 5 or 3 or 2, and we can do a percentage.
That'd be really good.
That would be faster and easier, and it'd also keep us praying while we're watching it happen. That would be really, probably a big aha for all of us if we do that. So,
Carmen, did you write that down?
Oh, I was doing it.
thank you.
Oh, but that's not where we actually see the notes.
Oh,
The
where do you
action
see it?
steps, and they're check boxes at the bottom.
Oh,
There
okay.
you go, Conrad. If you remember.
Well, I guess I'll leave that up to you, Homer.
Okay, so we need a checklist for upstairs on this whole list. So the team, the supporting team of the Livecast can work on it. We should be the supporting team that meets in there, over there, in that room.
Guess I can stop
Supporting
you.
team. We're not the team, we're the supporting team. Okay, so unique perspective. Is it better than similar content? How? Are we presenting a fresh perspective on the subject? Has the content been presented in a unique way? Example, time blocking, orderlining, or orderliness, how do we say? Explaining important and urgent. Somebody want to rate that, Deborah?
I'm sorry. Where are we?
We're on unique perspective.
Oh, unique. We didn't do emotional response.
I thought we did.
It's not. It doesn't have a number on it.
Oh, it doesn't? Okay. Well, then let's go back. Well, let's finish this one. Well, never mind. If you've already read through that one, let's just go ahead and count. Emotional response. What emotion is being generated by this content? How strongly is this emotion elicited? Is it strong enough to make someone want to share this content?
I know we have a real thorough understanding of it, and so we really want to share it, and that's what we're doing. And I believe that a lot of the people that were there have the same understanding as we do, and so I would say yes on that.
Okay. So you've given it a what? 1 to
I would
5?
say a 4-2.
Huh?
A 4?
A 4? Okay.
Yeah.
Is that a
I mean,
4?
he's pretty good at drawing emotion, I think.
He pulls me in. I find myself smiling at the screen. I'm like talking to the screen. I'm like,
Got influence.
he's probably a little laughing.
Oh, I don't think who wants to
Go ahead and
do
do that.
that. I'll do that, okay?
Okay. Unique perspective. Is this better than similar content? How? Are we, Kathy, why don't you answer these ones if you would? We'll get your feedback on this one, on the unique perspective. Is it better than similar content? How? Are we presenting a fresh perspective on the subject? Has the content been presented in a unique way? Example, time blocking, orderliness, yeah. Explain important and urgent. What do you say 1 to 5? And how?
Yeah, I think it was a 5 because the 5 extreme examples of how to do evangelism, not, house to house. And all 5 are unique. All 5 were, what do you say, 1 to 5? 1 to 5. 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 1 to 5 a fresh perspective. I think it was a 5 on a 1 to 5.
Sounds good.
Do you think it was redundant to, I was feeling like towards the end that I was, like, the purpose of the teaching points was to emphasize different parts, but I was feeling that I was starting to repeat myself. I was trying not to do that as much. You know, repetition deepens the impression, but, like in time's sake, I wasn't sure if those, I don't know, they sound better before the Livecast, those 5 teaching points, but then during the Livecast I was like, whoa, is this really unique from the other teaching points? Really different enough. So I was really...
So maybe we want to give it maybe a 3 because maybe you feel like you didn't hit the target that you wanted to hit?
But you had 5 of them, which was a lot. You could add just 3.
But I mean, I was going to cover the same amount of topic whether they were teaching points or not.
So you can do 1 per week, I think.
Yeah.
So.
Because the drip system and the New Testament church were part of the same teaching point at first. We had 4. We're never going to do 3, but we'll do 4, sometimes 5, depending on if they have 5 weeks. But
I thought it was unique.
that's right.
I thought the teaching points were really different.
All right. Well, maybe that's just one of the conversations that goes in my head. They got to fight when I'm teaching.
I think it's excellent at the end when you summarize it by putting in those missing words. That brings it, helps their brain bring it back to
I agree,
point.
100%.
So I thought it was very
You
good.
check your message.
It's too long.
Again, something I wanted to let you know. One thing that I've been learning about communication is that repetition is good.
Repetition's
Yes.
good. Okay. Well, that's
Thank
good.
you for sharing.
Thank you.
Awesome.
I need to. I don't know how to process those discouraging thoughts when I'm teaching. So they always happen for every sermon.
Well, that's just the enemy, you know that.
Yeah.
So if you understand that, and you say, okay, listen, I've studied this, I know what this is, the Lord's helping me, I'm not doing this myself. I
Yeah.
have the Lord helping me do this,
That's
so
right.
it doesn't matter. And then the Holy Spirit takes over and then the anointing comes. Then
Yeah.
it's not you anymore.
Right.
That's the key that any speaker has to do is remember it's not him, it's the Lord.
It takes a lot of the pressure
It
out.
does. And it also changes it. The Holy Spirit actually does it.
Yeah.
Because that's what happens to anointed preachers when they become pulpit. They're either anointed or not. And when they're not doing it, and they ask God, then He does it.
That's
He
right.
steps in. So it's very easy because we have a responsibility. And so it's easy to be pulled into that responsibility. But on the same token, we have to learn that's part of the responsibility is giving back.
Okay. Casting your cares upon
Yeah.
Him.
So yeah, I really love your teaching. I really enjoy
I did
what you're
too.
doing.
Praise the Lord.
And the Lord has anointed the ministry, and it has good teaching principles. It has good information. It has everything I see title-wise. Everything I see is really it asks a good question. It answers a good question, and it gives you biblical document. That's what I see.
And God is really helping each person because they're all playing their different part. And it's incredible to see the body of Christ and everything that's like contributed to it. Because I'm like, man, working by myself for so many years, there's no way I could do this. There'd be no slides, there'd be no titles, or just
Right?
like
It's
just
a team puts together.
it's amazing.
But there's always has to be a head, because if not, you can't have two heads, because then it's not functional.
Yeah.
So for unique perspective, we give it a 5.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do it a 5.
Yeah. I think most people who are watching have never heard of small groups like that before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
The drip system is not something that's commonly
That's
taught
true.
either.
Thank you for teaching that to me, Kathy.
Praise God.
That was one of like an aha. I'm like, whoa, a drip system. We need this for a ministry.
Praise God.
That's powerful.
Okay, then let's go on to Christ-centered. Does somebody want to read this one?
Okay, the bell just rang. We have 5 minutes.
Okay, awesome. We're almost finished. now.
Christ-centered, I think it was very Christ-centered. I think it's a 5. I think all the text, the scriptural texts, I mean, it's about evangelism, how to do evangelism, how, and everything was, I mean, I wrote down so many scriptures and texts to support it. I think it was very Christ-centered. 5, that's what I would give it.
Lord. Oh, awesome. Nice. Okay. Nice job. Okay, then let's do, thank you, Kathy. Actionable steps. Okay.
There was an appeal. There was,
What was the appeal?
the appeal was to get involved in the small groups.
Oh yeah.
There was.
That was an appeal. A call to action is to, if they had questions, to make sure that they wrote those down and let you know so that you can answer their questions. The major takeaways is summarizing the teaching points. The 5 teaching points was,
I noticed people were really paying attention with that summary.
yeah,
It's like everybody, like even Theodora, just like got up and was like taking notes on those. I'm like, wow, it really hit me, Tina, how powerful those summary slides are.
yes,
And we should use them more often,
they are.
or as often as we possibly can.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. So, I think it did dingle a carrot for the,
Encouraging them to join the interactive community of leaders. I mean, I think it was a 5.
okay, so let's give this one actionable steps a 5.
Okay.
Okay, core value, let's move on to that one.
Yeah.
And here we go. Somebody want to read these?
Did you want to say something, Tina? Just want to make sure you unmute
Core
yourself.
values. How do we challenge people as a ministry to be more intentional
rather than
aimless?
aimless, stepping out of our comfort zone, share their faith, overcome satanic shyness, to develop physically, mentally, and spiritually and socially, and to consecrate their lives to Christ.
I think the whole mentality of a small group does all that.
So it's really in harmony with our core
Oh
values.
yeah.
It
Awesome.
is.
So 5.
That's good.
Okay. A lot of questions and answers.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
What?
The live Q&A.
Yeah.
Was the Q&A engaging and interesting?
Kamran? Or Tina? Or Kathy? Or Deborah? Or Tina?
I think
I would say it was. And I like I like the variety of like the videos and the other questions.
right. Having Leah and Christina.
Mm-hmm. Good question.
And Comer did an excellent job of bringing them in
Yes, he
and
did.
then putting it back, so
Yeah, he really
it
did.
made it very,
Executed flawlessly.
yes.
I was impressed. He unplugged the headphones and he played it, and I could hear it. And it was really great.
It was
Yeah.
really professional.
Well done. And good variety.
And I'm glad you picked that one from Leah, not the persecution one.
Yes. Good choice of questions. Good.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
let's give that
so-
a 5. Are you guys good with 5 on that one? Kathy?
I am.
I am.
I would give it a 5.
Good. Okay. Kamran, you give it a 5?
I forgot to give Kamran something.
That's true.
What do you say? What do you
So
say?
give it a 4.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay.
Kamran, you just wanted a gift. I'm just playing with you.
We like humor. Okay. Livecast performance evaluation.
That's
Okay.
good.
We're going to have to go, yeah.
Okay. Let's go ahead and just close with prayer. Are we good with that, Enoch?
Yeah, sure. You want me to pray?
Okay.
Honey. Dear Father in heaven, thank you for the privilege we have to serve you and to better understand how we can improve, what works, what can we do better. And Father, I pray that you will help each of us to improve. Help us to grow in your grace. Forgive us where we have fallen short of your glory, where we have not perfectly reflected you under seasons of stress or temptation. We thank you for these trials. We pray not that you'll take them away, but that you'll give us the grace to endure. And thank you for impressing upon each person's heart to use their talents for your service. Please inspire in us with the significance of why you have called us to service, and to see the dignity in the work that each of us partake in, to see how we play a part in the big picture. We pray that you will use us in spite of ourselves, and equip us as we see the calling in our lives to do something for you. And we want to be faithful in that which is least. We pray in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Amen.
You guys, thank you. What a
Are you going to stay for lunch?
I might take something and run.
Okay. All right.